Sarah here with the layout process video for you today. Today I'm doing my second Chinese Whispers challenge, and I will be scrap lifting the layout you saw at the beginning, which is Claire's original layout, which we're in groups of 4, and Claire is the one that's passed this layout on to me. And the Chinese Whispers is a challenge we're doing over at Mind the Scrap Facebook group. I will leave a link below for that, and I'll also leave a link for the Mind the Scrap shop. I'm using the Mind the Scrap May and June kits here, so if you want to go and check out their products, I'll be leaving a link for that as well. So as I say, I'm lifting the layout you saw at the beginning, which was made by Claire. She's also on YouTube, so if you want to go and subscribe to her channel if you haven't already, she is Scrappy Nerd UK, and I will also be leaving a link for her. So for her layout, she did add at the bottom a tag, and she had a journaling on it. Now I have terrible handwriting, so what I'm doing is adding a journaling card at the bottom instead, and I've just folded it so that it will open up and I can hide it so it's not visible on my layout. I'm also using, for my title at the bottom, a perspective by Bramble Fox that says currently. And here I'm just shuffling around lots of ephemera from the 2 kits that I'm using today. And because, as you can see, they're just all sticking down, I think, no, this isn't working. So I'm getting out my powder tool, which was broken when I got it, unfortunately, but it still works. I just tip out the powder, use an old paintbrush, and just brush it over each of my sticky ephemera, and it takes the stick off the back so that I can just move them around and then just glue them down instead. Now I found this layout quite challenging, all the ephemera across the centre, so I spent so long just shuffling them round and round and round. Hence I felt the need to take all the sticky off because I'm just so indecisive. So at the bottom there, I have added in some washi just for a bit of interest. I felt like just the one strip of paper, it just wasn't working for me. So I just added a bit more. And here I'm coming in with my ephemera, which I move around so many times, but I have edited out quite a bit because it just went on forever. So my picture here is of 2 glasses of pear cider, and in the background there is my toddler playing in his paddling pool, and that was basically what happened that day. It's one of those really sunny days that we get about 4 of a year. So here I've shuffled around my ephemera quite a few times, and now I've got all my larger pieces down. I'm going to use a ruler to make sure that they're all straight and make sure my photo is straight, and then I will add in, I'm using the words to add like angles to it to make sure that it adds the flow of it going across the page, and then all the rest I'm just trying to fill in even spaces. So I've taken these stickers which I got as a prize in a sketch competition, and I'm sticking those down here and there wherever there's a gap, and then I've come in with some small embellishments from my stash which are all colour coordinated, and I'm just getting out the colours that match, and I'm filling the even smaller gaps with them. My picture looked a bit lost or boring, I suppose, so I've decided to back that onto pattern paper, and then I'm also going to add some foam to the back of it because some of my elements on the page are chipboard, so they actually have got a bit of dimension to them. I didn't want the photo to be further back than the rest of the layout because obviously it's the subject, so I've added some foam to the back of that so that it pops up nicely. So now all the teeny weeny gaps I'm going to fill in with little dots. I've got tiny stickers, I've got little arrows, and I'm just filling in anywhere I feel like there's too big a gap. I'm just sticking a dot, and then at the bottom I'm balancing it by adding a few enamel dots down there as well, and I also add just a little watermelon of ephemera to the bottom too to balance that too. I've also added a little bunny sticker just because it's cute, so that's sitting down at the bottom too. So once I've added those dots, I am pretty much done, and I believe that's all I do in this layer. Oh no, wait, I need to trim off the bottom. I flip my page over and just trim off the bottom of that frame, which comes over the edge of the page. And then I think I add, yes, because I've got a little bit of gold in my tape and the pineapples and a few of the ephemera, I decide to add a little bit of Heidi Swap Gold Colour Shine, which I just add over the areas that are already embellished. I try not to get any too much onto the white cardstock, because I feel like that was the main element of the sketch, was it that the embellishments went in one long strip across the page, which I think it came out quite nice. It took me a very long time to do, and but yeah, I'm happy with how it turned out. Very much not in my style, but yeah, that's the whole point of scrap lifting. Try something new. So thanks for joining me today. Like and subscribe if you'd like to see more from me, and stay tuned for a collaboration that I'm doing with Claire, who's Scrappy Nerd UK. Here's some close-ups. See you soon. Bye.